Tonight, a report on how a turkey shortage is affecting Grant County food banks and businesses get damaged in Moses Lake. What's happening in sports, Bob?
The season winds down for Big Bend volleyball, and Warden girls soccer is recognized for their effort on the pitch this season. Here's a quick peek at our Weather Center forecast.
I'm meteorologist Mike Sines. We saw cooler temperatures this morning here in Ephrata, and we have a cold front that's on the way. Just how cool will temperatures get? I'll let you know coming up in weather.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Grant County's food banks are facing a serious shortage of turkeys for Thanksgiving. Moses Lake Food Bank Operations Manager Penny Archer said they normally have 1,100 turkeys in cold storage, but this year they have 5. The food bank reported due to the impact of bird flu on turkey and chicken populations in 2015, they have significantly less turkeys this year. Archer said Thanksgiving is the busiest time of the year for food banks, with the Moses Lake branch servicing about 1,500 families. Most of their food comes through corporate or citizen donations, but the shortage combined with higher prices means some households may have to consider other options. The food bank is anticipating shipments of apples, onions, potatoes, and other produce to distribute in Thanksgiving boxes. 2 weeks after a Soap Lake City Council member was censored for a letter criticizing the mayor, the council voted to revoke the censor Wednesday night. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
Requested agenda item to rescind motion to reprimand Council Member Brown. Do you have further comment on that?
The Soap Lake City Council members voted 6-0 to revoke the censure of fellow member Robert Brown during their Wednesday night meeting. Brown was reprimanded on October 16th after taking part in a letter-writing campaign criticizing Mayor Raymond Gravel. City Attorney Catherine Kennison said the council did not follow the proper procedures in providing a formal written notice to Brown before calling the special meeting.
In not having provided a written charge or allegation to be made a part of the minutes at the council meeting where the allegation is first considered. So if you were going to correct that, I think the proper procedure then would be to rescind your previous action, and if you were wanting to proceed to restart that, then you would need to first file the written charge and go through the process as is outlined in your rules.
Council members did not say if they would file the documentation to restart the process, and Brown recused himself from the final vote, citing conflict of interest. In Soap Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
The alleged driver in a gang-related drive-by shooting in Warden is facing charges. Prosecutors charged Stephen Pernita, a 22-year-old Warden resident in Grant County Superior Court, with rendering criminal assistance in the first degree. Pernita was reportedly driving a Dodge Intrepid on October 30th with a fellow gang member in the passenger seat when they approached an Adams Avenue home. The victim, a member of a rival gang, reportedly got into an argument with the two men. When the argument ended, the passenger reportedly rolled down the vehicle's window, pointed a gun at the other man, and fired a round at him. The bullet allegedly hit a tire of a nearby Pontiac Grand M. Police allegedly tracked Pernita to a Grant Avenue home and arrested him. Charges have not been filed against the alleged shooter in the case. A few worthy families could be visited by a group of strange-looking Santas. The Interagency Narcotics Enforcement Team is preparing for their second arrest warrants for Christmas and is looking for donations. The program, started last year, gives worthy families in Grant County a rest. The families are presented an arrest warrant, and INET members donning Santa hats and beards provide Christmas gifts, holiday meals, gift cards, and pay the family's power bill. Grant County Sheriff's Office administrator staffs decorates the family's homes. Adults in the family were given a night out, including haircuts, childcare, dinner, and a movie. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, 3 families were selected last year with help from churches and businesses. Anyone interested in donating can contact Detective Matt Macer at 509-750-9524. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
My name is Kat Sanderson, Managing Broker for Pillar Rock Realty Group. We love the Columbia Basin because it's our home, and we want to give back to our community by kicking off our Pay It Forward campaign. If you buy or list with us, we will donate 1% of our total proceeds to a local charity of your choice and in your name. Call us today at 754-4444 or visit pillarrockrealty.com because we are your local real estate experts.
This weather segment is brought to you by Berry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. I'm meteorologist Mike Sines with a look at your weather headlines. We're going to be cooler again tonight. Frontal systems on the way, and then rain chances increase by the time we get to the weekend. Here's a look at our almanac for us here in Ephrata, and you can see that we reached a low temperature this morning of 29. This is almost a 10-degree temperature difference from what we saw yesterday. Yesterday, we saw temperatures right around the upper 30s, and the low now for this morning was 29 degrees. So big difference in temperature, and it's going to continue to get colder. I'll let you know more about that coming up. Sunset for us at 4:36. And as we can take a look at the almanac for Moses Lake, they reached a low of 27. Record low was set back in 1973 of 14 degrees. Sunset for them at 4:35 p.m. Taking a look right now outside, it is 45 degrees, slightly on the cooler side, partly cloudy skies, and the winds are blowing from the north-northwest at about 5 miles per hour. Taking a look at futurecast temperature-wise, we are going to see colder temperatures, especially out in towards the east. As we continue to advance this model here for you, showing the temperatures, highs going to be anywhere from the 50s into Friday, but then check out the lows for Saturday, already seeing temperatures into the 30s. Look out Ephrata for us here, 26 degrees by the time we hit Saturday. So bundle up because they're definitely going to see cooler temperatures are on the way, and then we'll warm up generally right into the 50s and 40s by the time we hit 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Futurecast model, as we can see here, we do have snow that's moving on out towards the east. That's going to be the general trend, and we are going to see now a frontal system actually just starting to form. It's going to start approaching our region, bringing in moisture, and that's what's going to help the temperatures drop, and also we are going to see substantial moisture make its way in towards the region with scattered showers and storms to be possible this afternoon. For your Friday, we're going to see temperatures ranging anywhere from the 50s, 59 in Yakima, 53 in towards Tri-City. And as we take a closer look here for us, we're going to see 51 in Ephrata, 53 Moses Lake. Partly cloudy skies is going to be general trend. We are going to see showers possible out towards the northeast. Here's a look at your extended forecast, calling for temperatures to drop in temperatures, and we are going to see rain chances as we get into Saturday. We're going to have that frontal system make its way in towards our region, and then rain chances taper off by Sunday with 20%. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Sports is next.
Paying your Grant PUD bill with ePay is like getting free cuts in line. You pay when you want, how you want. Get free cuts in line with Grant PUD ePay. Visit grantpud.org.
Oh, dude, I'm just in the theater. It's totally cool.
Ah.
The new Flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going Flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going Flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going Flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go Flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon Flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
Well, it took 5 sets to settle it, but Big Ben was able to get past bottom dweller Yakima 3-2 on the road last night. The win moves the Lady Vikings to 4-9 in East Region Conference play with 1 game left to go. The Yaks fall to 0-13. Bryn Bowers led the offensive attack for Big Ben with 12 kills. Mackenzie Lott and Dakota Hinton-Lewis added 7 each. Kelly Foth and Taylor Hendricks finished with 6 apiece. Brittany Hosley came up big on the defensive side with 30 digs. The Lady Vikings close out their season at home November the 11th against the 13-0 and conference champion Blue Mountain Timberwolves. iFIBER Communications will be broadcasting the game live from Big Bend. Warden Girls Soccer has been recognized for its outstanding season. 4 Lady Cougars had their names pinned to the 1A SC AC All-League East team. Making first team were senior forwards Jenny Mendoza and Brenna Whitney. Freshman midfielder Bailey Whitney and senior defender Brenna Rangel were named second team All-League. Coach of the Year went to Warden's Hannah Mose. The Cougars are in the midst of their postseason run. Warden picked up first and second round district wins over St. George and Tonasket. The Cougars match up with Liberty Bell for the district championship Saturday at 5 p.m. at the Apple Bowl in Wenatchee. Well, the first Associated Press poll for college basketball is out this week, and the Gonzaga Bulldogs are ranked 9th. This is the second highest preseason ranking in program history. The Zags started the 2005-2006 season ranked 8th. Gonzaga returns 3 big men from last year's Elite 8, including Kyle Wilcher. Wilcher led the Zags in scoring last season, averaging 16.8 points per game. The Bulldogs opened their season with an exhibition game Saturday versus Eastern Oregon. Well, you never know what you're going to see when you take in an NBA game, and boy, this play brought the crowd to its feet. Here's CNN's Play of the Day.
That pass is thrown link to the floor.
Oh, but he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
It can't count. It can't count. He's out of bounds. I mean, unbelievable. So the Pacers get the ball back out on that end. It can't count because he's not on the court a play. But he throws this thing and just banks it in. It's unbelievable, Bank. You couldn't do that if you had him throw it another 100 times.
There are a couple of CWAC football games on tap tonight as the regular season winds down. Ephrata hosts Topnish and Quincy travels to Ellensburg. We'll be back after this commercial break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
The Dodge brothers' competitive spirit and engineering prowess started long before they built their first car, and will continue long after their latest, the most technologically advanced vehicle in its class.
Our spotlight story tonight is about Big Bend Community College getting recognition for student achievement among the state's community and technical colleges. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Big Bend Community College was recognized for having the highest student achievement points per student among the state's 34 community and technical colleges. The State Board of Community and Technical Colleges recently shared the news in its State Achievement Initiative report. Big Bend Community College spokesman Doug Sly said it means the campus with about 1,600 full-time students stands to reap more state funding under a new allocation formula in 2017.
There was $4.7 million in the pot, and because of Big Bend's performance, we will receive about $121,000 for our performance funding. This next year, there will be $34.7 million in the pot, 7 times more. So our $121,000 would translate to $850,000 at stake.
The largest increases in Big Bend student performance were in pre-college math and basic skills. Sly credits much of the improvement to the college's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics program.
We received a STEM grant about 5 years ago. One of the things that resulted from the STEM grant was something called the Emporium Math Lab, which increased completion of developmental math from a little less than 50% to almost 80%. And if more students are getting through developmental math, then more students are enrolling in college level math. Right now we have record numbers of class sections being offered in Calculus 1, Calculus 2, in statistics, and our engineering physics enrollment is at an all-time high.
The so-called STEM program educates and trains students for high-paying careers.
And if they can't get through developmental math to get into college level math, you can't be a nurse, you can't be an accountant, you can't be an engineer, obviously. So a lot of students, if they have a goal for a certain profession, if they can't get by the math and they give up, they can't reach that goal. And now with the Emporium math model, they're a lot more likely to be able to reach their goals and progress through college level math.
The report showed Big Bend can focus on improvement in the areas of completion of degrees and certificates. Sly says the report reflects well on Big Bend students.
Our students are working hard and achieving at a high level compared to maybe their peers at the other community colleges.
He says the college's faculty also deserves credit.
How could our little school rank so high? And it's because we have outstanding faculty from top to bottom.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
Quincy Foods, LLC, a subsidiary of Norpac Foods, is seeking motivated individuals to fill the positions of general laborer for their corn harvest season. They have full-time seasonal openings, must be 18 years old and older, willing to work swing shift. Great people to work for in a challenging food processing environment. Apply at 222 Columbia Way in Quincy between 8 and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or online through WorkSource. Quincy Foods is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Welcome back. 6 Moses Lake businesses have had windows broken by someone in the past 2 weeks. Most of the damage has occurred at the downtown area businesses. The latest damage was found Wednesday morning. Someone threw a rock through the front door glass of Bill's Body and Paint on West Broadway Avenue. According to the Moses Lake Police, the alarm triggered and the suspect fled. 3 men broke a window at Casa del Sol, a bridal store on West Broadway Avenue. They fled in a dark-colored passenger car and were not found by police. The rear window to Columbia Basin Auto Repair was broken early in the morning on October 30th. On October 24th, 3 businesses reported windows being broken. A rock was thrown through the window of Chase Bank and one through a window at Tacos Mikasa on East 5th Avenue. 2 windows were found broken at Valley Quality Homes on West Broadway Avenue. Anyone with information about the crimes is asked to call the Moses Lake Police at 509-764-3887. People traveling in Ephrata should be careful driving over the railroad tracks. BNSF crews are raising the rails and fixing the rail crossings on Nat Washington Way and Division Avenue during the week. City Administrator Wes Crago stated until BNSF completes the asphalt joints, there will be extremely large bumps going over the tracks. People driving vehicles with hard or lowered suspensions may want to avoid the crossings until the railroad company finishes working on the crossings. The crossings may be closed for several hours while crews are working. Crews are closing one crossing at a time, allowing drivers needing to use the other crossing. People can use the overpass on State Route 282 to avoid the construction. A man allegedly molested a 9-year-old girl several times during the course of a year. Prosecutors charged Wilver Romero, a 38-year-old Mattawa resident in Grant County Superior Court, with child molestation in the first degree. Romero allegedly took the girl into his bedroom and touched her inappropriately numerous times, according to Mattawa police. The victim's brother reportedly witnessed at least 2 instances of Romero committing the crime. A medical exam allegedly showed evidence of the molestation. The victim reportedly told her mother about the inappropriate contact. The woman spoke to her priest. The church secretary contacted police. In Northwest News, an Oregon father and son made a big splash online with their Halloween costumes. For CNN, Kendra Kent has the story.
These costumes were so frighteningly realistic. They left people seeing double. And no, not from partaking in boozy Halloween parties, but it's a trick that became a treat for millions when this photo was uploaded on Reddit and went viral. The snap shows father transformed into son and son a dead ringer for dad. It's been shared on blogs, newspapers, and TV shows around the world.
With the ultimate Halloween costumes.
So spooktacular, we bet you can't tell the difference either. Which one is Paul? Who is Bobby? Try again. Give up? So did we.
Okay, we need to clear this up once and for all. I'm with the stars themselves, you guys. Which one is the fake one and which one is the real picture of you guys?
I'm going to go with B.
It's tough upside down, but I'm going to go with B2.
There we go.
Mystery solved. Now the question is, which transformation was tougher? Here's a hint. It's nothing to bat your eyes at.
I had to wear fake eyelashes to match his eyelashes, and that was like, you know, it'd be very careful about applying fake eyelashes. So I definitely had the harder job.
Who knew a little makeup would be such a hit? But there's one person who wasn't so hot on Halloween.
My mom probably had the least amount of fun. She was very uncomfortable with the whole thing.
Need further proof the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? These doppelgangers do more than just swap outfits and facial hair. They work together at Crux Fermentation, the Bend brewery Paul owns. The fame might not be enough to retire, and there might be just one person who could convince them to give up a job that involves a lot of this.
We're hoping like Ellen calls or something.
We're waiting for Ellen. We're waiting for Ellen to call.
Until then, cheers to the twins, already planning out next Halloween. In Bend, Kendra Kent, News Channel 21.
That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.